Our fifth contestant this evening, morning, or whatever is Roxanne Hosein. The power to change. The power to change, Roxanne Hosein. Take it away, Roxanne.
Friends, do you ever make statements like these? Perhaps as I do. You stumble. I am so clumsy. You left the charger again. I am so forgetful. You made a simple mistake. I am so stupid. Using those reaction buttons below, if you have made statements like those, as most of us have, give me a green check mark. Green check mark. If, however, you're perfect, then give me a red X. All right, there we go. Ooh, I just saw a red X pop up. It went away. I'm going to take that thumbs up as a green check mark. Chris, the green check marks win. In fact, no red X's. If you don't already have it, turn around now and reach for a sheet of paper and something to write with. Today, you are going to learn how you can have massive change in your life in 3 simple steps with these 2 little words. I am. Step 1, create a new mantra. Time to write. Think of that change you want to have in your life, but don't write that down. Instead, write the opposite. Instead of clumsy, coordinated. Instead of forgetful, retentive. Instead of stupid, smart. Get it? We don't want to give power to that thing that we're trying to change. Of course, you are going to use whatever your own words are. Now put your imagination to work and envision what you want your new reality to be. Let's use lazy as an example. Instead of lazy, you'd say industrious. But what does that mean? What do you do or say differently? Flesh it out and jot down those ideas. Your new mantra might sound something like this. I am industrious. I apply myself to my tasks. When I see something that needs to be done, I step in immediately. I see it through to its completion and to a standard of excellence. I do what I'm supposed to do when I'm supposed to do it. As you write, keep these 2 very important aspects in mind. First, write it in terms of I am rather than I am not. For instance, instead of I am not lazy, you would say I am industrious, because the brain tends to ignore the words no and not. The mind hears the sentence and simply drops that negative reference, leaving you right back where you started. I'll give you an example. You're getting a 2 for today because this can also double as a parenting tip. I would say to my son, Jared, do not run in the house. All he heard was, Jared, do run in the house. Jared would come running in again. Instead, when Jared ran in the house, I said, Jared, when you're in the house, walk. Okay, Mom. The running stopped. Jared got it. The second and very important aspect is write it in terms of I am, not I will be or I'm becoming. You see, when you put it off to the future, the brain sees no reason to work on the change today. I'll give you a moment now to quickly pencil something, and then we'll move on to step 2. Now that you have your new mantra written out in the affirmative and the present tense, step 2, speak it. The Bible tells us of the power of our words to move mountains when we speak believing that what we say will happen. It is when the speaking and the believing align that mountains start to move. Therefore, speak it out loud. The point being to hear it, because the more we hear something, the more we believe. Step 3, persist. There I'd be lying on the sofa, leg up over the armrest, watching TV, and I'm thinking, I really should write that speech I'm delivering on Monday. I don't feel like getting up, but I know I should. So I start on my mantra. And my brain goes, you lazy liar. Who are you trying to fool? You must shut that voice up and keep at it. It won't happen overnight. But what will happen, you'll soon realize that you're beginning to believe what you've been telling yourself. You look back and wonder, when did this happen? Trying to mark the spot of when things turned around. But I'll tell you when it happened. It happened today. When you crafted that picture in your mind of what you wanted your new reality to look like. If I can get a brave volunteer, give me a show of hands, a brave volunteer willing to share your mantra. Come on, I'm looking for a hand. And I see, who is that? Evie? Evie Hartman, thank you. Please unmute and share what you have up to the first 3 lines. Go ahead, Evie.
I just have, I am focused. I am someone who finishes projects. That's all I have.
And that's all it takes, Evie. Let me tell you, first of all, thank you for sharing. But by saying it out loud, you have just set that change in motion, Evie. And if you do not grow weary, you will have what you just said. Friends, remember, with these 3 simple steps, with these 2 little words, you can have massive results. The most powerful voice in your life is your own. Use it. Contest Master.
Thank you, Roxanne. Mr. Timer, 1 minute, please. Judges, please mark your ballots. Everyone else, please say it in the chat.